Hi all, welcome to Kembagilam Field the Chemistry. In last class we were discussing about reaction involving carbon that act as nucleophilic intermediate, and we already discussed Claisen condensation, Claisen reaction and Claisen Schmidt condensation. If you did not watch the video, I will put one link in the description box, also in the I button. You can check that one. Today we are going to discuss one of the reaction in this same category, that is aldol condensation, and we are going to discuss more about aldol condensation in this video, and it involves closed aldol condensation, intramolecular aldol condensation, also retro aldol condensation. Let's go to the video. First of all, what is meant by aldol condensation? Aldol condensation means it's the aldehyde containing alpha hydrogen undergoes the reversible self-addition in presence of alkali to give the condensation product, that is beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone. That is an aldehyde with alpha hydrogen in presence of base undergo condensation to give beta hydroxy aldehyde, which on further heating dehydration happen to form alpha beta unsaturated acid. Let's have a look on the reaction. Here you can see we have taken acetaldehyde, and in presence of base it form alpha beta hydroxy aldehyde, which on heating water elimination will takes place and getting alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Let's see the mechanism. In step 1, the base will abstract proton and we are getting one nucleophile. This is what we have already seen in last class also. Now we got one nucleophile, and similar to last class or similar to Claisen reaction or Claisen condensation, this nucleophile will attack another molecule of aldehyde in the step 2. This nucleophile will attack the carbonyl carbon and it form beta hydroxy aldehyde. And in step 3, in presence of base, water elimination will take place and we are getting alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. And the mechanism is almost similar to previous one. First nucleophile will form, it will attack the another molecule and some rearrangement happen. First it will give beta hydroxy aldehyde, later alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde when excess base is present, and which on heating water will eliminate to give an unsaturated compound. And if we want to stop at aldol stage, we can use basic ion exchange resin. That means step 3 we can cancel if we used basic ion exchange resin. And this reaction is unfavorable for acyclic ketone. This what we told is related to aldehyde, but for acyclic ketone this reaction is unfavorable or less possible. Why? Means the carbonyl carbon of ketone is less electrophilic due to its plus I effect. Also, the steric hindrance, the probability of nucleophilic attack by enolate or enol is decreased. This is the reason this aldol condensation is less favorable for acyclic ketone. And this tertiary alcohol will always undergo dehydration through E1 mechanism. That in step 3 we have seen that dehydration happen, and the mechanism is E1. E1 means elimination reaction of first order. Now we can take one cyclic ketone. It already told that it is unfavorable or less possible for acyclic ketone, but it is possible in the case of cyclic ketone. Now we have taken one pentanone, and in presence of acid it form a condensed product. Let's see the mechanism. First, the lone pair present in the oxygen will take the hydrogen, or protonation happen to form a compound like this, protonated compound, and this protonated compound is better electrophile than a unprotonated one. And similar to that, and now we have to take the enol form of cyclopentanone. Now this bond will shift to here, and that double bond will attack here, and this double bond character changes to single bond character. Now here double bond O, here one bond is formed and OH is formed. This means beta hydroxy ketone. And in presence of acid, water will eliminate to form this condensed product. So for cyclic ketone, this reaction is less favorable, and for cyclic ketone, it is favorable in acidic condition. The mechanism is very simple. Now we can check what is meant by cross-Aldol condensation. And for cross-Aldol condensation, there is some condition. First condition is it should contain only one enolizable component. That means for cross-Aldol condensation, one aldehyde or ketone should contain alpha hydrogen. That means here we have taken acetaldehyde and formaldehyde. In formaldehyde, there is no alpha hydrogen. In acetaldehyde, we have one alpha hydrogen. First proton will abstract this CH3 proton, and this will act as a nucleophile, and it will attack the formaldehyde to form beta hydroxy aldehyde. The mechanism is in base will abstract the proton. It will act as a nucleophile, and the nucleophile will attack the carbonic carbon to form beta hydroxy aldehyde, which on further reaction or in excess base on heating, it will give alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. And cross Aldol condensation, in if there is a cross Aldol condensation, at least one component should have alpha hydrogen. Another condition is no other compound contain more acidic hydrogen than aldehyde or ketone. That means now we have seen the mechanism. It can happen in basic medium also, acidic medium also. When pentanone condensed, it form a condensed product like this in presence of base or acid. That mechanism you have already seen. What this condition means, if we are using methyl nitrate, that means this compound is more this compound contain more acidic hydrogen than our initial compound. In that time, the product will not be a condensed product, it is a substituted product we are getting. That is the second condition for cross Aldol condensation. Now we can see what is meant by retro Aldol condensation. When an aldol product is heated with a strong base, then it reverts back to equilibrium mixture, which mainly contain initial reactant. That means this aldol condensation, when heated in presence of strong base, the condensed product will go back to its initial reactants, and you can see that the equilibrium is less shifted to this side, and 95% of the product is our initial reactants. Intramolecular aldol condensation means the aldehydic or ketonic group present in the same molecule. Here you can see one diketone, and when base attack, the acidic proton will remove, and this is a symmetric diketone, so from any of the CH3 proton can abstract. And now we are getting one nucleophile, and in this compound you can see one reacting center here, so this CH2 this bond will shift to here, and we can number it. We will get a 5-membered ring. This intramolecular aldol condensation always gives a ring product. We are getting one ring compound. Here also alpha beta hydroxy ketone we are getting. And further reaction, it will give what? Alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Here two product we are getting, product A and product B. Which one is major? This major product is decided by which is having more conjugation. In A, this double bond O and double bond are in conjugation. Here there is no conjugation, so most stable product is A. Now let's see some more examples. The question is, here we have one ketone and it is reacting with LDA in minus 78 degrees Celsius and THF in THF. This LDA means lithium diisopropylamide, and it is a strong base used for abstracting hydrogen, and THF means tetrahydrofuran and it's a solvent, so we don't need to consider this factor. LDA means base, it will abstract proton. So in the first step, the LDA will abstract proton, acidic proton, and after that we have to use the other ketone, and we are getting alpha beta hydroxy ketone. Base will abstract proton, and this it will act as a nucleophile, so it will attack the carbonic carbon, and this bond will shift to oxygen. On hydrolysis we are getting beta hydroxy ketone. If excess base is there, then water will eliminate to give alpha beta unsaturated ketone. One more example. This is another ketone. The same reagent used, LDA, and one more ketone is there, alpha beta unsaturated ketone also there. First step will be proton abstraction. So this also symmetric. So from any of this hydrogen we can abstract. Later it will react with another ketone. This negative charge, the nucleophile attack the carbonic carbon, and this bond will shift to oxygen. On hydrolysis we are getting beta hydroxy ketone. There is no change in the double bond. This is aldehyde condensation is a very simple reaction. It will give some base and another ketone will be there, or aldehyde will be there. When we are studying lot of reaction, it's not able to understand whether it is aldehyde condensation or any other reaction, but if you have constant practice you can easily identify those things, and by looking to the options, we already have 4 options in MCQ, so we have to see the answer. If it is forming beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone, it's related to aldehyde condensation, and or if excess base is present, then it will give alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone. But only by practice you can identify these reactions. When we are studying numerous reactions, sometimes we are not able to understand this aldehyde condensation. Just practice more questions, it will be more easy for you to understand the reaction and to write the product. If you have any doubts, you can message me, or you can directly send mail to me. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. In another video we can discuss one more reaction. Thank you.